how can you start learning finance if you're totally new and unaware of the field? Yeah. So I would say that you take online courses. And obviously I'm a bit biased here, but you can take my finance courses. There's a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. Start with my Introduction to Finance course, which you can find online on various websites. Yeah. I don't believe in using textbooks to learn business concepts because textbooks are very theoretical. If you learn and take it from me, for example, I teach you based on real life practical experience. Yeah. And anybody can learn it. Yeah. But when you do learn finance and accounting from me or other people, please, 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 whatever you do, don't memorize it. Understand it. And rearrange the formulas as well to understand why they're set up as such. And if you understand it, then you'll never forget it. So for example, why is it called a balance sheet? It's called a balance sheet so you can understand who owns the stuff in your possession. So a balance scale has to balance. And a balance sheet is assets, meaning stuff you have, my assets. Assets equals who owns that stuff. That's it. So assets equals liabilities, which is debt, plus equity, which means ownership. So for example, this Apple Watch, let's say it costs $100 and I have it in my possession. It's my asset. Okay, and let's say that I paid $50 for it and the other 50% I financed from the Bank of Apple. So this $100 asset that I have in my possession is equal to $50 in debt for the Bank of Apple plus the $50 I own in equity. Assets equals liabilities plus equity. And you could rearrange that as well. You could say, well, what is my equity in this watch? How much do I own of it? Well, since assets equals liabilities plus equities, we can rearrange that to equities equals assets minus liabilities. So my equity in this watch is equal to how much of it I own, minus how much is finance, that sort of thing. Yeah. So how much I have minus how much is finance. So the assets, $100 I have, minus $50 in debt. So that's $50 equals $50. I have $50 in equity in this watch. So when you're learning finance and accounting, just think of it that way, please. Always. Okay. Try to challenge everything. Speaking of video games like that, commercials, challenge everything. And just really understand why things are the way they are. Develop that intellectual curiosity, please, because it'll make it much easier and more fun to learn why things are the way they are. And once you understand something, you'll never forget it either. And it's fun that way too. Like math can be fun. In finance and accounting, math is simple. There's no calculus in it. It's just, add, subtract, divide, multiply. It's easy. The way I teach it, it's easy. Yeah. And I use a lot of props too in my courses.